Yeah, obviously the Jets are 2-0 up here and they're in a strong position. They've won the series and that. But I think where the difference in the two teams over the first two games has been is just that the Stars haven't quite had their big players perform for them, anything like that, and they haven't really kind of had enough performances to work together. I mean, if you look at the Jets and everything like that over those first two games, they've got obviously Mariko Hill who scored runs, Keanu and her put on 50 in one of the games. Their bowlers have all performed, Betty, Mariko herself. They've just all come together as a group, and in terms of the batting wise and everything like that, they just put partnerships together. Obviously game one was quite a regulation win for them. They'd bowled well, fielded well, and they were chasing a low total of 89. So it was just about putting partnerships together for them and everything like that. In the second game, a bit more competition. Obviously they had to post the score and that, and obviously that again keyed around Mariko's 56, but also keyed massively around the partnership between her and Keanu. And in terms of the response that day of the Bohemia Stars, I think they were going really well. I mean, obviously they lost an early wicket and that when Emma was out, but then Shanzine and Jaswinder Kaur put a really good base building partnership together and Jaswinder was going along quite nicely. But then it kind of went a little bit awry after that, and once she was gone, even though Shanzine carried on going about really well to get 47 on top of her big score got a score in the first game as well, I think there wasn't enough people supporting Shanzine there to get them home, and in the end they fell short. And I think it was just kind of like characteristic of their first two games really, that they haven't quite got enough performances to string together with the ball or with the bat and that. So I think that's just where they've been outdone. Well, obviously, I think they'd hope that obviously Shanzine's going to put in another performance for them. Obviously, Shanzine's been under a lot of pressure recently because she's not long been back out of a very long isolation on her trip back from Pakistan in quarantine. So her performances over the last two games have been remarkable, to be fair. And in the heat that we've been playing at the moment, they've been really a plus for the Stars and everything like that. In terms of in the field, I think they in the last game certainly they leaked more extras than they would have wanted to, and I think out of those extras there were also a lot of easy hit for boundary balls and that, and I think they've got to make sure that they don't give those opportunities. I think they missed a couple of chances, they dropped a couple of catches, so I think they need some early strikes with the ball, get into them, kind of quieten Mariko down, maybe hit her early and take their chances, and then when they bat, they've got to bat around one or two of their experienced players. Carrie hasn't had, which I think will admit, best series in that, but she's due run, so that's always, you can always look at that Carrie's due run. So hopefully Carrie can put in a performance alongside Shanzine, Emma and the batters and that, and come through. Jaswinder can put in a performance again like last week. I still think it's going to be a good game. I think they're still very cohesive as a group and a team. They're very supportive of each other, very backing of each other and everything like that. So I think it's still going to be a good game. 2-0 down, I still don't see it as like a dead rubber and no real competitive element in it. There's pride to play for, just to stop yourself losing 3-0. So I think, yeah, it's going to be an interesting game on Sunday.